See?
Yeah.
This is our new afternoon talk show. On the sofa, joining us on the sofa is Jay. What's this?
Trying to get comfy. Just sit here and like loud.
It's grand though, we put the feet and all up here now.
Yeah, but I can't put them on the Precious Comics, which is what we're here to talk about.
It's not on the comics, it's safe.
Right. Speaking of safe, we are safe here recording once again.
There's a literal safe behind you, you know that?
Okay, you find out a very informative video this week from our live secret location.
From the bunker.
But yeah, we're safe. Well, actually, it came down with a very nasty cold, but we're safe from the Clown Championships, safe from Culture Night. Thanks to everybody who came on to Culture Night. Came in and saw the lads from Road Comics, Limit Break, and Lightning Strike. So if you want to see more of the kind of stuff, just pop into our shop at 103, 104 Capel Street, just down the way there, and you'll see more of the selection of all their fine products. And thanks to everybody who came on the Clown Championship. A lot of people have never seen anything like this before, and had a great time talking to people, and it's explaining why we love all this sort of stuff. So
good.
It was nice to get out and about with the lads from Dublin Comic Con as well. And I came back to loads of new stuff, loads of new comics. So we went around last week, so obviously people have found new videos to watch, so we have to try and wing all three of you back.
Well, 3.5, there's people that just watch it.
So, what did you enjoy this week?
Okay, cool. So, this week, Batman Curse of the White Knight issue 3 is out. Now, a preview for issue 4 is available on Newsarama already, if you want to find out what's next. That's out in October, and the shop also has the Gordon variant cover as well. We also have Naomi makes her debut to Action Comics as well. This is also featuring Batman, a great team up. If you want more Batman Superman stuff, Batman Superman issue 2 is also out as well. This is with the Shazam that laughs. You also have Absolute Carnage and Superior Spider-Man. This is a pivotal issue of Superior Spider-Man for Doc Ock's storyline. And also, these two are connected in a way. What the connection
like
is, you have
web.
You have to pick it up to find out what that connection is.
Sticky Spider-Man.
We also have the Villain with Detective Comics, and this is finally the start of the Mr. Freeze storyline they've been teasing as a backup for the last few issues. We're at 98 with City of War with
2 more to go.
2 more and then to Stoke 100. And also issue 2 of Spider-Man Velocity spinning out of the brand new Marvel Spider-Man game with himself. Yeah, that's my bit.
Yep, and then same with just back to Turtles, we'll be still taking orders for issue 100. A couple of different variant covers, and it's going to be a double sized. Actually, double check, but it's going to be double sized, not double sized.
I'll check. If it's not, we'll just staple.
If not, we'll just rewind this and re-edit it a couple of overs. Also new this week, this has been very popular with our young readers as well, so they're looking for some, like, kind of getting to the sort of teenage, but they're Marjorie Ludo's this one, but they're basically books.
This is part of the DC Ink imprint.
Yeah, imprint. But this, we've had Raven, we've had Catwoman, now we actually have Batman himself. So this is Batman Nightwalker, the graphic novel. So it's just basically like a more younger versions of the characters you're used to as well. So it's a nice introduction to that. Speaking of some old fan favourites, we have the Strike Force, and this has Blades, the Winter Soldier, Spider-Woman, and Angela. So this is basically just Marvel's new kind of hit and coming time. I think Thunderbolts type of thing as well. But it's good to see Blade making his comeback. Well, not comeback, he's been here, but he's back front and centre along with the team members. Speaking of team members, you have all 6 of them here. This is the Constructicons getting their own little story. I think 2 issues of this. So this is Transformer Galaxies, and it's running coinciding with the regular Transformer comic. This will focus more on sort of characters rather than overall stories, for like 1 issue or 2 issue or 3 issue stories. So Constructicons are getting the force of treatment, so this could be 2-part, and then there's other characters like Ultra Magnus and CRC are going to get other stories as well on the way. 1 issue stories, this is nearing the end of the collection. We think about 26, 27 characters at this stage. We have them back in the shop as well, so we can try and fill it in from the Age of the Republic right up to Kylo Ren, who was the subject of this week's edition of Age of Resistance. So it's a little one-off story about Kylo trying to prove himself. He's always lived in the shadow of Vader, so he goes to a planet that Vader was on before the throne and just kind of redo what Grandad did. Spoiler alert.
I learned it from you, Grandad.
He did. And spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it yet, here's the comic of the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance. So this has all the characters like Hook and Braun and all the rest of them as well. So if you're watching and enjoying the series on Netflix, once again, Netflix, we are available. You can travel, everything else. So if you're dropping shows like a hot snap, we can pick us up like an even better one. So, but there's Age of...
There's the pitch.
Yeah. Dirty. But the Age of Resistance from Dark Crystal, that's new this week as well. Also, we had Fearless and Monstrous Volume 4, And then also Heroes in Crisis Collected Edition came out, so finally finished there as well.
You see what they're doing, Doomsday Clock. So I think they plan it for finished by now, and the trade will come out. So now they split into trade part 1, trade part 2.
Lads. Now, one thing that is split the trade, but actually this, as one complete issue, feels like a whole trade in itself. This is Stefan Sedgwick's Harleen. It's a great retelling of Joker and Harley, How They Meet, and the twisted the kind of love affair they have, and the violence that ensues from all that. So it's a for new readers, I'm not familiar with Harley and Batman and Joker and how they all mix together. This is a nice introduction, but if you're a fan of versus Mad Love, it pays homage in a great way, referencing all the original stuff, and then starting a whole new way of how this could have happened. But it's brilliant artwork from Stefan Sedgwick anyway, as well. So you can find you some things like stuff like that. Nice splash pages of the two guys good and evil going against each other. And then let's see what else we have. So there you go. So there's what you're getting. So the artist on the cover is the artist, and he's also the writer of the book as well. So it's an all-in-one package deal. So there's some of the new stuff from this week. Toy-wise, we had Marvel Legends Nightcrawler, Captain America 80th edition, Vintage Silver Samurai, Dazzler and Wolverine, that completes the Marvel Legends, and neck out we had the Karate Kid retro figures, so you get Danny versus Johnny.
Cobra Kai.
Yeah, so you get Cobra Kai versus Mr. Miyagi's disciple, so you can actually do all the crane kicks and everything else. And it's actually, the packaging is kind of like the tournament champion floor, and you also get trophy as well, so you can reenact the whole last movie, or the end of the last movie anyway. Previews is the big thing. It felt to come out early this year, but this month.
Look at this. What do we have?
Previews is out. This is basically how we find out what's coming out in 2 or 3 months, and then you come into the shop, you have a flick of this, and you let us know what to add to your order. So we're going to read out a couple of highlights and show you a few bits and pieces as well.
Documentary Returns Golden Child, that's what I want.
Yeah, so as I said there, Frank Miller and Raphael Gramba. But is this a sequel to?
Yes, this is a
follow-up
sequel
to Master Race.
It's a one-shot now, which is good. Prestige format, 48 pages. It's a follow-up to Master Race, but also the sequel to Strikes Again and Returns. So it's all part of the one. They keep true to the promise about branching out and doing like its own. It's kind of like the Ultimate Universe of it, Dark Knight Universe. So they're making it its own.
And because they kind of ran out. Remember All Star Batman and Robin? That was supposed to be true sequel.
So what happened is you had Dark Knight Returns. You have Year One, Dark Knight Returns, Strikes Again, Master Race, Last Crusade, and now Golden Child.
So and then also following that, you got Power Rangers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle crossover. Lots of fans of both sides.
So if you're on Turtles in subscription, say you don't follow Turtles books, will you be automatically put onto that as well?
For the most part, people have it. If people, they always ask me, getting a new standing order, do you want, if you want a certain title, like take Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for example, do you want any one-shots, annuals, and miniseries associated with it? If you say yes, you'll be automatically put down for this. But if you're only down for the series itself, and didn't want any extras like that, you got to let us know if you want this. The same for your Power Ranger reader as well. If you're not down for, you can always come out. You can always text us, messages, or come into us and ask us to check your order. Say, look, am I down for mini-series, variants, one-shots, annuals to do with this particular series like Amazing Spider-Man or Batman, and we'll tell you yes or no. And if you aren't and you want to be on this, just let us know.
If in doubt, check it out.
That is what the kids are saying. So.
I like that as a slogan.
Yeah, that's Peyton Pendon. What else we have coming in? So Vampirella. It seems like every few weeks there's a new Vampirella issue 1 coming out, so that's her again. What other things go through Marvel first? That's a great image. That's Clayton Crane. This is a Venom Island. That's one of the new things coming out around December. Incoming is a new storyline coming.
Do we know what
Marvel.
it is yet?
It's going to be more the mystery type thing. I don't know if it's like Heroes in Crisis or not. But it's going to feature everybody. Then also following that, we've got Annihilation Scourge. So if you read Annihilation a few years ago, which probably will work its way into the Marvel movies sometime in the future, the Nihilist is back, and Nova and all the rest of them, the Fantastic Four, all the rest of them lads. Hot on the heels of the Marvel's 2099 line coming back, Spider-Man 2099, followed by Doom, Venom 2099 as well. So all the characters, by this stage Punisher and all the rest will all be out. There's a brand new Doctor Strange issue 1 coming out. Spider-Ham is getting his own title as well.
Why not?
Exactly. So find them in here. But if not, these are all inside previews as well. So the main book deals with all the rest of them, but DC and Marvel have their own sections.
We also we're in 2020 next year, so that's Iron Man 2020. The whole all things leading up to it.
Arnold Stark.
Yeah, Arnold Stark. Yeah, that's all leading up to it.
So as Alan said as well, you got Dark Knight Returns as a Golden Child. Also coming out from DC will be, all the new stuff at the
Oh,
front.
they announced the new writer for Batman after Tom
Oh, yeah.
King, James Tinney in the
Fourth.
fourth.
And I like him, yeah.
Tony Daniels is going to be doing the art as well.
Tommy can do the covers, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So Suicide Squad 1. I didn't even know they were casting the Suicide Squad originally, but yeah, it's brand new Suicide Squad 1. It's coming out. And then Wonder Woman, Dead Earth as well. So these are, you'll see a lot of this sort of stuff pop. Yeah, you'll see also the Year the Villain continues with Harley Quinn, Ocean Master, and then there's a Year the Villain Hell Arisen special coming out as well. But anything you want to check out or add to your orders, come in and check this out. We'll be putting them up on our Facebook and Instagram over the next few weeks as well. So that's the brand new previews this week as well. So, in closing,
Be sure to like and share this video, and we can let Deborah out of captivity.
you won't be seeing Deb for a while. She's off riding roller coasters in Disneyland in Florida.
Oh, is that next week, is it?
She's off to test roller coasters and how Halloween Horror Nights work over there as well. So good luck at that, Deb. So, anything else? So good luck to yourselves, and we'll talk to you next week.
That's it. We have to get up off the sofa now. I'm not getting it.
I'm not too comfy.
We can sit here as long as you want.
You can let yourselves out.
It's like, we need a remote for this show. Didn't we have one?
What's the teddy over there?
That TV kind of came to place.
We're all
yeah.
off now.
There you go. I win.
We'll come to that.